Seattle Seahawks.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Now he gets free up the left sideline.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You talk about the Seahawk defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Purdy off the play fake.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
This defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 23, here's the second down and 6.
13.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Third and 4. Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
The Seahawks at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To the right side, this is Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
No flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them. That attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's to the 15.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
This 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They'll try the air now with Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Breaks through the contact, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And going right back to Walker.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown.
Well, the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
There we go, Sonoma. Daytona.
A give for Walker running right. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Smith. Dancing to his left. No, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown,
Danny Gray.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. 64 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
straight ahead. Walker.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ready.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Let's go. Let's go. 13X. 13X. Check 58. Here goes it.
On the give, here's Charbonnet.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Drake Jackson.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Danny Gray
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Seahawks 14. Jake Moody to kick off for the
So
49ers.
following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Oz.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before break. Smith flushed out right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Play action. It's Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Javon Hargrave in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
49, flip it off, 49.
Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Throwing here, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Hey, Tony! Hey, ice, ice, ice.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Room here to run. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that was prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday.
The 9-yard line.
Now Gino. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Walker. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Check 59, check 59, cover.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
41. Seahawks 14.